Chinese New Year 2022. Lunar New Year, also known as Lunar New Year or Spring Festival, is a major holiday in China, a time for family reunion and a week of statutory holidays. The Lunar New Year 2022 falls on Tuesday, February 1, 2022, the beginning of the Year of the Tiger. China's public holidays are from January 31 to February 6, 2022. The Lunar New Year in 2022 falls on Tuesday, February 1. The date of the Lunar New Year is determined by the lunar calendar. January 21st to February 20th is the second new moon after the winter solstice. The important dates during the period of Chinese New Year 2022. Solar date: January 25th, 2022. Lunar date: December 23rd, Little Year. Solar date: January 31st, 2022. Lunar date: December 30th, Chinese New Year's Eve. Solar date: February 1st, 2022. Lunar date: January 1st, Chinese New Year, Spring Festival. Solar date: February 15th, 2022. Lunar date: January 15th, Lantern Festival. Chinese calendar 2022 is a year of the tiger. In popular Chinese astrology, the Lunar New Year, Spring Festival, is very important. For the Chinese, the year starts with the Lunar New Year, not January 1st. 2021, Year of the Ox. 2022, the Year of the Tiger begins on February 1st. 2023, the Year of the Rabbit starts on January 22nd. Why is it called the Spring Festival? Being in winter for most of China, the Chinese New Year is popularly known as the Spring Festival in China, because it starts from the beginning of spring, the first of the 24 terms in coordination with the changes of nature, and marks the end of winter and the beginning of spring. The Spring Festival marks the new Lunar New Year and symbolizes the desire for a new life. Chinese Lunar New Year calendar 2022. One of the most famous traditional greetings for Chinese New Year is the Cantonese Kong Hei Fat Choi, literally greetings, become rich. In Mandarin, that's Gongxi Fasai / Gongxi Futsi / As 2022 will be a year of the tiger, you could wish your friends a happy tiger year. Chinese New Year's history. The history of this festival can be traced back to more than 3,000 years ago. The celebration of the Lunar New Year can be traced back to the worship of heaven and earth in ancient times. Over time, new traditions were added and the celebration became more interesting. Learn about the history of Chinese New Year. Food was rationed in 1967, but there was no money. These greetings are full of communist enthusiasm. Now people eat New Year somewhere, send money and greetings. Chinese New Year customs. How do Chinese people celebrate the Chinese New Year? The main Spring Festival activities include 1. Placing decorations, 2. A New Year's Eve dinner for the whole family, 3. Firecrackers and firecrackers, 4. Giving out red envelopes and other gifts. These 4 things are introduced separately below. Festival. Starting from the New Year in many cities in China, traditional performances such as dragon dances, lion dances and imperial weddings will be held in many cities in China. There are a wide variety of Chinese traditional foods and rare Chinese snacks. City parks and temple fairs are well worth visiting. 1. Chinese New Year decorations, lucky red items. All streets, buildings and houses celebrating the Spring Festival are decorated with red. Red is the main color of the festival, and red is considered an auspicious color. There are red lanterns on the street, red scriptures are pasted on the doors, banks and official buildings are decorated with red New Year pictures, representing the image of happiness. Most public decorations are made 1 month in advance, but house decorations are traditionally made on the eve of the Lunar New Year. 2022 is the year of the tiger, and tiger-related decorations will be very common. Look for New Year dolls with pictures of red tigers and tigers. 2. Chinese New Year's Eve family time. Lunar New Year is a day for family reunion. No matter where they are, the Lunar New Year is the most important moment. People want to spend the festive season with their families at home. The New Year's Eve dinner is called reunion dinner and is considered the most important meal of the year. Just like people waiting to watch the ball fall in Times Square in New York, Chinese people have the habit of going to bed late on New Year's Eve to welcome the new year. After the dinner, family members usually gather to watch the Spring Festival Gala, one of China's most popular TV shows. At the same time, most people on the phone will send red WeChat envelopes or text messages to their friends. 3. Firecrackers and fireworks at Chinese New Year. In China, it has always been a tradition to set off firecrackers from the first minute of the new year. Fireworks continue to increase noise. From public screenings in big cities to private parties with millions of firecrackers and fireworks in rural China, this is an irreplaceable party. At 12 o'clock in the morning, China set off billion fireworks. Chinese New Year is most of the time of each season. 4. Chinese New Year gifts and red envelopes. Just like Christmas in other countries, the tradition of giving gifts to each other during the Spring Festival is still strong in rural areas and the elderly. However, more and more young people prefer to receive only red envelopes, handmade or electronic. The most common New Year gifts, it's a red envelope. There is money in the red envelope, which is said to be red, which brings good luck. They are distributed to children and retirees. Usually only employers will give red envelopes to working adults. Chinese companies and government agencies have a 7-day holiday for the Spring Festival, but people in need such as us will be on duty. However, most large shopping malls, tourist attractions, public transportation, hotels and restaurants will remain open as usual or even longer. You can also see when the transportation is overloaded and when local customs clearance is performed. What Chinese eat for New Year's Eve, foods with lucky meanings. Fish is a must-have for Chinese New Year reunion dinner. New Year's food highlights the auspicious symbol like a fish, similar to China's surplus. These foods were eaten during the 16-day holiday, especially during the New Year's family dinner. Chinese New Year's most successful dishes and their symbolic meaning. Fish means an increase in prosperity. Chinese dumplings means great wealth. Glutinous rice cake means a higher income or position. Chinese New Year superstitions, things you mustn't do. The festive red round lanterns with Chinese characters for the Lunar New Year are very popular. In China, people have become less superstitious, but the Chinese traditionally believe that the beginning of the year affects the whole year, so the Chinese New Year is a superstitious period. People believe in the appearance, color, shape of something and how its name sounds to give it favorable or unfavorable characteristics. The luckiest things to do at Chinese New Year: give money or gifts with lucky numbers, and happy red envelopes with happy greetings. There are delightful dishes on New Year's Eve, such as fish, especially carp or catfish, as well as something suitable for New Year's Eve. Lighting up a lot of red whips and fireworks can ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. The unlucky things to do at Chinese New Year: accidents, especially accidents involving doctor visits, crying, and breakdowns. These are all ominous signs. There are embarrassments, colors, words, or numbers when giving gifts, and even say some bad things. New Year: clean up, sweep away your luck. No,